Breaking news in the Middle East and around the world. We begin in Afghanistan, where the Muslim terrorist organization, the Taliban, has taken over the majority of the country, one by one, going from province to province, and just over the last couple days, they have finally descended on the capital of Kabul. The international airport in Kabul right now is in total chaos as people try to escape the country. Even the president of Afghanistan has decided to hightail it out of the country. Meanwhile, Biden sends troops over to close down the U.S. embassy and get the Americans out. And as the Afghan president says goodbye to his country, the leaders of the Taliban march directly into the presidential palace in Kabul. Meanwhile, back in America, after having withdrawn all the U.S. troops out of Afghanistan, leading to this quick takeover by the Taliban, Biden sits alone watching what's going on the news. With China already giving legitimacy to the Taliban and their desire to move westward, this takeover by the Taliban in Afghanistan may be indicative of China's next big move in the region. And with scripture prophesying an army of 200 million coming from the east in the last days, and China having the largest military in the world, they may very well assist in the efforts by Russia, Turkey, and Iran to come against Israel for the Battle of Gog and Magog. Meanwhile, in Lebanon, after a massive explosion last night in the Northern Territory, the nation continues to completely crumble under the hands of a dysfunctional Hezbollah, which is a Muslim extremist terror organization backed by Iran. And newly elected president of Iran, Ibrahim Raisi, is dead set on developing a nuclear bomb to destroy Israel. And Raisi has zero respect for Biden and most of the Western world and has all but pulled out of the talks in Vienna to reestablish the nuclear deal. Beyond all the wars and rumors of wars going on, we're seeing natural disasters taking place throughout the world, like massive earthquakes in Alaska and Haiti, destructive floods in places like Japan and Turkey, which is one of the nations prophesied to come against Israel. And speaking of Turkey, unprecedented wildfires that are taking place all over the country. And a very interesting thing that I noticed about all these wildfires that have started due to the extreme heat conditions is their close proximity to the 7 churches in Asia recorded in the book of Revelation. And watching all these fires burn out of control, including places like Algeria behind me, are very reminiscent of the culmination of the tribulation period in the Battle of Armageddon. Ready or not, Jesus is coming back.